Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Sauce. College football week 6 continuing on. Pac-12 game here, Colorado, Arizona State. A game that normally I wouldn't be making a video on, but obviously everyone wants to hear about Colorado. So lines at Arizona State plus 4.5 at home here, down from 5. Actually saw it at 4 on a couple sports books. Total sitting at 60.5. Let's go.
Welcome to The Sauce. The Sauce. Sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
So the public is definitely on Colorado on this one, and like I said, the line was at 5. It dropped to 4.5, and I did see a few 4s out there, so it seems to be moving towards Arizona State. So some reverse line movement there. We are starting to see some Arizona State action coming in. It's still, public's still heavy on Colorado, but it seems to be tilting. So head-to-head, these two teams have split their last 6 matchups 3-3. Arizona's taken the last 2. I mean, not that that matters. Both these programs have brand new coaching staffs and brand new rosters, so head-to-head history is pretty irrelevant in this case. So let's see how these two teams match up on the field, and as we know, Colorado's offense lives and dies by Shedeur Sanders in the passing attack. Unfortunately, they haven't had much of a run game this year. Offense has been pretty one-dimensional. Colorado's got the 70th ranked offense in the FBS, 24th in effective pass, but all the way back at 123rd in effective rush. I mean, even the TCU game that they won, they scored 45 points in that game on the road, pulled off an awesome upset. All the damage was done through the air. The run game wasn't there at all. 34 carries for just 55 yards on the ground, just 1.6 yards per carry. The good news would be Colorado was actually able to run the ball a little bit last week on USC. 45 carries, 193 yards rushing, 4.3 yards per carry. Now, a big chunk of those were Shedeur Sanders scrambling, but still, it's relieving to see some life in the form of a run game for Colorado. The reason the Colorado run game is so important in this matchup is that's the weakness of the Arizona State defense. The Sun Devils defense isn't bad at all this year, and against the pass, they're actually good. They're ranked 58th overall defensively, which is solid for Arizona State. 38th in effective pass, 82nd in effective rush. Arizona State almost pulled off the upset last week on the road at Cal. Golden Bears weren't able to get much of a passing attack going at all. It was Cal's run game that got them the win. Final score was like 24-21, I think. And Cal was, I think, 9.5, 10-point favorites in that game. So Arizona State almost had them, but Cal's run game just squeaked them by. Even USC, who, as we know, is a pass-heavy offense, that offense runs through Caleb Williams, even they came out with a run-heavy game plan against Arizona State. USC rushed for 213 yards on 29 carries in that game. So I'm definitely a little worried for Colorado, knowing that the run game is the weakness of their offense. Now, on the other side of the ball, this is where things just get insanely difficult to predict, because we know Kenny Dillingham wants to throw the ball. Despite all the injury problems Arizona State's had at quarterback this season, Arizona State is still passing on 57.34% of their offensive snaps. That's the 17th most in the FBS. The problem is, like I said, Arizona State is crushed with injuries at the quarterback position. They brought in Drew Pine through the transfer portal. You probably remember him from Notre Dame. He only played 1 game. He's out. Then freshman Jaden Rashada took over at quarterback, and he started 2 games, I believe, and he looked all right. Now he's hurt. He's going to miss at least 4 more weeks minimum. So now the 3rd string quarterback, Trenton Bourguet, takes over and actually had himself a decent day throwing the ball on the road in Cal. And Cal's got a pretty good defense. He was 26 of 41, 344 yards and a pick. He may be a 3rd string technically, but Bourguet's been there for a few years now. He's a junior. He's got 5 or 6 career starts under his belt, so he's not inexperienced. Against the Colorado defense that's allowing 480 yards per game, I don't see any reason why Bourguet isn't able to keep the chains moving and score points in this game, especially since Travis Hunter is still a week or 2 away from returning. I'm going to make this video short. You guys know how I feel about Colorado games. I mean, I'm going to be watching, excited to watch it, but betting-wise, I don't see a ton of value. Just too difficult to predict. I'm going to take the points with Arizona State. I'm going to take Arizona State plus 4.5, but this might not even make my final ticket. It won't be a huge bet. Give me Arizona State plus 4.5. Colorado kicks a late field goal to win it 29-26. If you want my top bets, parlays of the day, if you want to join our Discord, or you want to get on the NFL Against the Spread giveaway competition, head over to KyleKirms.com. The information's right there on the homepage. College football week 6. A lot of value on the board. Not this game particularly, but there's a lot of value on the board. Remember to bet responsibly, and I'll talk to you in the Discord.